Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So the Rittenhouse trial is still going on. I believe we're in day 7 right now. And I've noticed some weird trends with the streams of the trial that are happening. This video is going to be about that, just things I've noticed in those streams and the idea of censorship online. If you've managed to see into these live streams, some of them have a live chat feature going. Some of them don't. The ones that don't, it's easy to understand why if you've seen the ones that do. You'll get people who are actually talking about the case in these live chats, but a lot of what you'll see in them is just, you would think that they're like spam bot accounts, but and it's ridiculous things that people are posting, like genuinely racist things. You get people who are doing like the one letter a line so they can spell out slurs, things like that. And yeah, you can block accounts, sure, but the whoever's uploading the content, they either don't notice it or they don't care. And frankly, I have no idea how you wouldn't be able to notice it. Just sit in one of the rooms for 5 minutes and you'll see what I'm talking about. But people aren't getting removed for that kind of stuff. Now, as far as the actual people talking about the trial, you'll get people who, for the most part in these live streams, that are defending Rittenhouse. You get some people who are on the other end, but mostly it's people that are on the side of Rittenhouse, self-defense charges, whatever. In my opinion, I don't think that trials should be public like this. At least I don't think that they should be live on TV, especially with high profile cases like this. It's like, I don't know if you've heard about it, but there was a juror who got thrown out because he made a joke about Jacob Blake, the man who was shot, that caused the Kenosha riot, that, where Kyle Rittenhouse was, that the shooting happened. One of the jurors made a joke about Jacob Blake, and the reason that the cop shot him 7 times is because he ran out of bullets. Obviously, that's a, very poor taste joke, but it kind of speaks to the problem with these kind of court cases. This is something that was in the news for months. The video was everywhere. You couldn't get away from it. So you're getting jurors picked who, before they get to this trial, that some of them might already had their mind made up about how they feel about it, just from their circles online, whatever it might be. But they're not going into this case blind. It's just whatever they already had in their mind, and from what they saw in the news or videos or social media, doesn't matter. And I don't know how to fix that problem, to be honest with you. I've joked before, like, the extreme take of, we need to have like a separate class of people who are only jurors, who that is all they do, and they don't get this kind of exposure to, like bystander video before the case is in court. I mean, obviously that's ridiculous. That's a level of government overreach that I would never want anywhere. But it's weird to find a way around it when these cases are so public. And the other thing that I have noticed, it's happened to someone who was streaming the trial, sort of, left-leaning progressive. I think he calls himself a centrist, but, a not mainstream source, David Pakman. in his live stream, the court showed a piece of evidence, and I mean, it was graphic. I'll give you that. It was the guy who got his arm shot, and yeah, the picture they showed in court was pretty gory. He got a 30-day suspension from Twitch for showing the news. I don't see why. I can't understand that. If it's the news, if it's what's happening, if it's on TV, why can't he show that? What difference does it make if someone sees it on PBS or if they see it on Twitch? You know, you're going, like, when you go to these streams that you're watching, it's not like you're getting clickbaited into, like, you know, the title said something about, oh, we're watching kid shows, and then you click on it and, you know, it's murder mystery mayhem type. You know, you click it knowing you're watching a court case about a shooting that happened. So yeah, you might see a shooting victim. What's the point of banning somebody from your platform for reporting what's in the news? I don't really get that. He's that David Pack, I mean, he's got his own website, and they're still doing the live streams through YouTube. So, you know, I don't think he's really hurting. Like, this isn't really going to affect his career path or anything like that, but it's still really weird to me. If you've been watching the trial, I mean, let me know what you think on how the case is going. I'm going to be honest with you. Personally, I don't care. I'm not a juror on this case, so it doesn't matter to me, to be honest with you. And frankly, if you're obsessing over a case like this, why? There's nothing you can do to fix this. There's nothing you can do to change what the jurors are going to do, so let it ride. See what happens. There's no point stressing out over something like this. Just, you gotta wait for the court to do its thing. We'll see what happens.